Jesus freak here. There's plus and minus sides to my situation. Now, I've been able to let people know, and people that were able to help. I could tell them, I think I'm starting to spiral. And it's probably a good thing that, by now I have the language to describe what's going on with me. I can talk about spiraling. I can talk about being gaslit. I can talk about all sorts of things because I've been there. The plus side of, the minus side is that because I'm spiraling, I haven't been eating a lot. The plus side is here I am one day before my food stamps come, and I still got almost $100 to burn. So I'm like, I gotta go out anyway. I got errands to run. But I still have a little bit of money I can throw around. To have, 2 shopping trips in 2 days or whatever. Oh well, I've been out of a few things because I haven't felt like going anywhere to get it. No time like the present, huh? I'll have people being like, you got this to deal with, that to deal with. Why are you sitting around, playing Fortnite? Why are you working on Marduk instead of, picking up your place? Why are you so unkempt? But that's the effect of stress, anxiety, depression. Caused by factors that aren't necessarily in my control. I've been lucky. Marduk has come along pretty well with, me not doing much else other than Marduk. But I can't say it's been me alone. In the early days, it's signed, SV Nicholas, because it was just me. I roped in one of my friends, Zdebel, try to pronounce his name Marcin Voloschuk. I've known him for years. Of course, mostly just on the internet. Talked a little bit. We have some common interests in old computers and, other stuff like that. I guess the Nabu project tickled a fancy of his as much as it tickled a fancy of mine. And when we got involved with the community, this happened, that happened. And we wound up doing a lot of stuff with emulating the Nabu. And I had this program that wasn't going anywhere. And it turned into something more than that. Mostly through him helping me out. A few days ago, I got a wild hair. I decided, I'm going to try to create a replacement for the IPL ROM so that emulators like Marduk don't have to rely on the data ripped from chips. They can use my data instead. So I have this, I created a program called OpenNabu. And it's a stripped down IPL, initial program loader. And because it's written around these virtual head-end servers, because that's all we got anymore. We don't have the originals anymore. We don't, we don't know how they worked. Apart from, we have some guesses at how, what data they had to send. So it's like, send this data and make the server dance. So I was doing, the bare minimum to get things working. One of the people on the Discord actually tried my code on burned it on an EPROM and put it in an actual Nabu, and it actually worked. I'm like, I'm impressed. I'm actually surprised. I was like, I figured it'd be lucky if I got the thing working just in MAME and Marduk. I didn't think it'd be working on metal. I did it in like 4.5 days. And as you too might say, it's even better than the real thing. But, it triggers my imposter syndrome, I guess. Because I'm like, I can't believe I did this. I had to write the thing in Z80. I don't speak Z80. I don't know anything about Z80 assembler. I just had to, keep Googling how the language works. I knew it was similar to x86, which I did know. Z80 was an enhanced clone of the Intel 8080, and the 8086 is a descendant of the 8080. So all our, x86 PCs, that CPU is related to the Z80. I didn't know what I was doing. I barely had a clue. Somehow I managed to get it working. I don't know how I pulled it off. Should I have been doing other things instead? Of course I should have. They call it executive dysfunction for a reason. But here I am, you know, I'm making strides I never thought possible. I've been talking on Discord, you know, about the Nabu stuff. I've been talking with one of the guys who was actually there. Like, he wrote the Nabu version of Pac-Man, and, you know, I played it. It's like, you know, this is one of the best rewrites of Pac-Man I've seen. I think he said he used videotapes mostly, and, you know, his own experience, and he had a strategy guide. Some of the tricks that existed, you know, some of the tricks like the pause trick where you sit in a corner and the ghost won't touch you. Oh yeah, that works on the Nabu version. And that's, you know, he put a lot into those little details like that. So, you know, I was impressed. Now here I am, 40 years later, one of the people reverse engineering the system, come up with my own way to do what the Nabu does. Like I said, I'm really feeling the imposter syndrome. Anyway, Jesus freak out.